welcome to these few moments of meditation that we have together. First and foremost, allow yourself to get comfortable. Don't ever just take that step for granted. Always be intentional. Let the body settle in. Let the shoulders relax. Allow yourself to feel supported, whether you are seated or lying down. Just feel whatever's beneath you, holding you right there. And as you begin to find this sense of comfort in the physical parts of you, let's begin to close the eyes if they're still open and see if we can let the mind and the emotions become comfortable as well. So just kind of notice as you close off the world for just a few minutes, just notice how you feel, what it does to your mind, to your emotions, to your energy. To pause, to stop all the doing, to set aside the activity and show up and be. So just get a sense. This is how I feel in this moment. This is how I've shown up. And here I am. And as we are each in our own individual space, let's begin to breathe collectively. So let's just take a slow, deep breath in. And a full, deep breath out. And a slow, deep breath in. And a full, deep breath out. One more together, breathing in. And together, breathing out. And then return to a rhythm of breath that feels good. Let the rhythm of breath be just as comfortable as the physical spot where you are. And just allow all of these parts to kind of hold you right here in this moment. So that even when the distracting thoughts come, we've got an anchor. It's that ground or that surface beneath us, and it's the breath. I've really thought a lot about the power of this practice lately. I think about it all the time, but really, in the last several days, I've just been sitting with just the impact of a meditation practice. It's not something that we quantify. We don't measure it by the world's standards of success. We don't count the minutes or count the times of showing up, but rather we look for this impact in all the other parts of life. And before I kind of guide us into this inspiration that's been laid on my heart today, I just want to say, looking ahead, it really does impact you. You begin to be so aware of the synchronicities happening all around you. As you open up your heart here, these doorways just continue to open in your everyday life. And the cool thing is that's not why we show up and why we have a meditation practice. It's just the impact of our doing so. We sit because we must. We know that we must be still. We know that we must be quiet. And then little by little, we begin to see that stillness and that quiet touch the other parts of life. The Autobiography of a Yogi is a book that many yoga practitioners, many people have read over the years. And the author, Paramahansa Yogananda, has been this person that's been quoted for decades about what real yoga and real meditation is. Not these things that we see on a magazine cover or these things you read about in a research article, but rather this way of living. And his guidance is always so simple and so easy to follow, but so deep at the same time. And I've been sitting with a quote of his that I shared with a few people, and I want to share it with you tonight because I think it really captures the impact of this practice. He says, by the practice of meditation, you will find that you are carrying within your heart a portable paradise. Just listen to that again. By the practice of meditation, you will find that you are carrying in your heart a portable paradise. The first thing I think he's saying to us is it goes with us everywhere. Yes, we pause and we sit on a cushion or on a spot or in a space that we've kind of designated as our go-to for this time. And that's where we listen. That's where we sharpen our awareness. That's when we learn to be still. But what he says is, you're really going to start to understand the beauty of this practice when you are open to taking it with you. We don't just stay here in this quiet spot and nurture our heart and listen to this divine presence that's within us. But we stand up and we return to normal activity of the day, and that goes with us. It's portable. And he is such a wise, such an incredibly spiritual teacher for him to say something so simple that it's a portable paradise. I think he's reminding us in this really contemporary, really busy world that it goes with us. You start to feel it in how you talk to people. You start to notice it in how you sit and how you can find stillness even in the busiest of days. It permeates your presence. When you enter a room, you're bringing this practice with you. When you have a conversation with someone at work or with the person handing you your coffee at Starbucks, you're taking this practice with you. When you're sitting with a friend who needs comfort and care, they feel the impact of your practice. And I don't think he was saying by this term of portable paradise that meditation is going to just make our life easy. But I know from my own experience that what he's saying is that it's going to make the answers and the path toward clarity easier to attain. They may be difficult answers to grapple with, but the clarity with which we seek them will become available to us again and again and again. Everywhere we go, we take our breath. We take this muscle of our heart that's beating inside of us right now. And right here in this meditation practice, and in each time that you show up, and whatever that looks like for you, there's an infilling. There's a calming through your breath, and there's an infilling of your spirit right there at the heart center. And then we don't set those things aside next to our cushion on an altar and leave them there. They go with us. They go with us, and some of our not so good habits become illuminated a little more. And then all of a sudden you look up weeks or months or years later and realize they're not your habits anymore. They go with us in our heart, in our breath, in the way that we see ourselves. Starts to feel the impact of that practice. And then all of a sudden, again, months, years later, you see yourself differently. It will transform your everyday living. But again, that's not the reason that we show up. We show up because we must. We must quiet our mind. We must calm these fluctuations of these thoughts that disturb our peace. We must return to our breath. But what this practice offers is so very much more. And so as we sit and grow quiet in these next few minutes, I would encourage you, picture paradise. When I say the word paradise, what do you see? Chances are there's some nature in your landscape, in your mind's eye. There's some image that you can conjure up of what paradise looks like. Imagine taking paradise, this image you have, with you everywhere you go. Well, I'm here to share that paradise, that picture of the palm trees and the beach or the mountains and the snow, whatever yours looks like, while it is fantastic and majestic and beautiful, it doesn't come close to rivaling the internal peace that we are cultivating in this very moment right here. So let's picture that as our paradise, a calm and an even spirit, a kind and compassionate heart, a clear and discerning mind, and lightness of being. Let's picture that as our paradise. As we sit and we breathe and we be. By the practice of meditation, you will find that you are carrying within your heart a portable paradise. As we prepare to rise up from this spot, finish up the activities of the day, mark things off the list, prepare for a new day tomorrow, just picture in your head what it might be like to take this paradise that's in your heart with you into your conversations, into how you show up at work, into how you drive down the highway, how you interact with your family, the easy ones, the difficult ones. Let's take this portable paradise, this beautiful impact of this practice, and begin to allow it to permeate first every cell of our being, and then every moment of our days. Namaste.